Hi everybody. So we're continuing our study of phrases, and today we're going to introduce verbals. We're going to talk about briefly what they are. There are a few different kinds of them, and then we're going to talk about one kind of verbal, and that's the participle. So let's answer the question, what are verbals? Verbals are formed from verbs. That's an important phrase to remember. So like verbs, they may have modifiers and complements. Now here's the catch. Unlike verbs, verbals are used as nouns, adjectives, or adverbs, not as verbs. So they are made out of verbs. They are not used as verbs. So we'll see some examples and what that means momentarily. There are three kinds of verbals: participles, gerunds, and infinitives. The one we're going to talk about today are participles. So here we go. A participle is a verb form that can be used as an adjective. Examples. We saw the raccoon escaping through the back door. So escaping in the sentence is a participle, and it's modifying the noun raccoon. So you can see that it's formed out of a verb, but it's not being used as a verb. The verb in that sentence is saw. So it's being used to modify like an adjective. So let's look at the second sentence. Waxed floors can be dangerously slippy. The participle in this sentence is waxed. It's made out of the verb wax, but in this case it's modifying the noun floors, waxed floors. So made out of a verb, not used as a verb. There are two kinds of participles. There are present participles and past participles. Okay, present participles. They end in ing. So let's take a look at some examples. We ran inside to get out of the pouring rain. The present participle pouring modifies the noun rain. Let's look at another one. Watching the clock, the coach became worried. The present participle watching modifies the noun coach. Okay, a clarification. Although participles are forms of verbs, they don't stand alone as verbs. They have to be joined to helping verbs to form a verb phrase. So what does this mean for you? When a participle is used in a verb phrase, it's part of the verb and is not an adjective. So you may see a participle that is part of the verb phrase, not an adjective. So let's look at examples of participles as part of verb phrases. The first one, the rain was pouring. So the verb phrase is was pouring. You've got a helping verb and the participle. The second one, the coach had been watching the clock. Watching is the participle, but it's not being used as an adjective. It's part of the verb phrase, had been watching. Okay, so you probably noticed I used similar sentences for the participles as adjectives and the participles as part of a verb phrase. So let's put those sentences next to each other. We ran inside to get out of the pouring rain. In that case, it's a participle modifying rain. The rain was pouring. In this case, the participle is being used as part of the verb phrase. Let's look at the second set of examples again. Watching the clock, the coach became worried. In this sentence, watching is a participle modifying coach. And then we have, the coach had been watching the clock. There's the participle again, but this time it's part of the verb phrase. Okay, let's look at that definition one more time. A participle is a verb form that can be used as an adjective. So we've got read can be, because I want you to remember that it can be used as an adjective, but it isn't always necessarily used as an adjective. Okay, past participles. These usually end in D or ED. So, examples. A peeled and sliced cucumber can be added to a garden salad. The past participles peeled and sliced are modifying cucumber. So a peeled cucumber, a sliced cucumber. The second example, the speaker, known for her strong support of recycling, was loudly applauded. The past participle known, it's irregular by the way because it doesn't end in D or ED, but known modifies the noun speaker. Same clarification, here we go. Like a present participle, a past participle can be part of a verb phrase. When a past participle is used in a verb phrase, it's part of the verb and is not an adjective. So examples of verb phrases, I have peeled and sliced the cucumber, or The speaker was known for her strong support of recycling. So there you've got past participles being used in a verb phrase. So let's put those examples side by side again. A peeled and sliced cucumber can be added to a garden salad. In that case, you've got participles modifying cucumber. Similar sentence, I have peeled and sliced the cucumber. Same participle, but this time being used as part of the verb phrase. And same thing again. The speaker, known for her strong support of recycling, was loudly applauded. In this case, known is the participle is modifying speaker. In the second sentence, the speaker was known for her strong support of recycling. Known is part of the verb phrase. Okay, so at this point, please press pause and complete the exercise labeled Identifying Participles and the words they modify. When you've finished it, press play and check your answers. So here are those answers. Pause the video again and check them out. So that brings us to the end of participles, and